Welcome to the Take It Home podcast. The podcast so bad we really should just take it home. I am one of your hosts, Doc Simmons. You can find me on all social media at Doc Simmons17. We got the original trio with us tonight. Trio champs of the world. We give the hot tag to my partner. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Zach Hendricks. Find me on all social media at Z Hendricks Brand. And of course, look up Country Air Official on Facebook and Instagram, or Country Air Brand on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Now I'll pass it off to the senior official.
Hey, what's up, guys? Referee Perch. You can find me at Perch XLV, # for the ref brand, and Waffles. Take It Home podcast.
Waffles. How was the breakfast hunt this weekend, guys?
I was brought to me front to store.
What's up?
Val always makes a big breakfast for Easter, so pretty much brought to the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Not complaining. We had bunny eggs with bunny eggs, bunny butt pancakes, cinnamon bunnies. Yeah, cinnamon roll, but bunnies, like it formed like bunnies. A lot of bunny food.
Okay.
A lot of food shaped like bunnies.
All right. Perch.
Yeah, we had a lot of pancakes throughout the weekend, and I would say a French toast bake with some blueberries.
Okay.
Really good.
All right.
Really good. Never had anything quite like it, and it hit the spot.
Nice. I also had a lot of pancakes. We had pancakes for dinner on Saturday. Got up for breakfast, got some steak and eggs with a side of pancakes. It was a smart move. Very filling. Sweet and hearty. No complaints. But like I said, that was sweet and hearty, but I need something that's gonna fill my soul. Perch, what's that banger of the week?
Oh, banger of the week is a soulful one indeed. One of those songs that you hear many times, but it always hits the spot. And when you hear it just right, it can really set the tone. "Keep on Loving You" by REO Speedwagon.
Oh, all right. Can't go wrong with a little REO Speedwagon.
One of those songs where like the first at least 30 seconds is just pure masterful.
Yeah.
The song is great, but some songs start and then they just work their way up and build. And that one's definitely got a great build to it.
Yeah.
I would say like a Van Halen Right Now has got a good intro to it, where that's almost like a minute long of just good instrumentals going. Yeah, "Keep on Loving You" by Speedwagon. The way that song starts, just amazing.
Epic.
So good.
Epic.
They perfected that.
Have that like kind of like Bohemian Rhapsody rise in there.
Yeah. Yep. Like someone had to do it. I'm sure the notes of this song were mastered long ago in a classical music, but they put it to work with electric guitars and rock and roll band, and they perfected it.
The contrast works very well.
Yeah, like you said, epic sound.
Yes, definitely an intro for the soul. Yeah, fully agree. So guys, it is WrestleMania week. What have we been watching, getting ready for it, Zach?
I watched back Friday Night SmackDown. Not gonna lie, can't recall any of it. I remember watching it going down to my show, so but no,
it's fine. Yeah, no, I get it.
only
thing that I importantly remember is Jade Cargill showing up.
Yeah, I've been watching the clips on that, but I watched Raw last night, dude. Raw, like last night, the way they ended it with Rock getting a little touch, but right back on top, standing strong with the belts. It was money.
Yeah, no, Rock's killing it right now. He definitely smart.
Only had one complaint. I thought it was Bloodline rules, so shouldn't Solo pinned him at the end? Was it the match still on? It was Steph versus
Yeah, Seth
Solo.
versus Solo, Bloodline Rules.
I just
Is this the second Bloodline Rules match we've had? The other one ended up pin. Ended up pin.
I don't know. I don't know if Bloodline Rules is, but that one was just there's no bell, no. I was like, is there a DQ? Like I didn't think so. I know
Mm,
it's weird, but that's what I was like. Clearly, I know it's not. That wasn't important. It was just a setup for what it is. But the inside part was like, oh wait a minute, where's the pin?
yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, does our senior official have an opinion? What are the Wisconsin statutes on a Bloodline Rules match?
Yeah, anything goes. Absolutely anything.
Just it ends with TV time remaining. Whoever's standing on top,
And I wouldn't doubt if there's some random stipulation that you have to do as well,
probably.
just to make it even more.
Because also when it was announced, I was thinking like I know this is maybe the second one, but I don't remember if they've ever actually explained what constitutes a bloodline rule
So I
match.
have my own little conspiracy. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, but like we talk about that either when we talk about matches we're looking forward to. But at the same time, I know Perch doesn't like he likes more surprises. So if Perch wants to not talk about those things because like
Okay,
you know
we'll
what I
get
mean?
there.
Yeah.
Um, Perks, what have you been watching?
I've been going back and watching some of Great Muta, but more so Keiji Muto, 1999 IWGP World Champion. Um, yeah, some of the matches in there in that run, yeah, incredible. The stories that he tells, the sporting event that they all take place in, it's just incredible. Wrestling in the United States was so good in 1999, but realizing just how much I love Japanese wrestling in 1999, and this is only the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, so to watch a match, um, like a Keiji Muto against Nakanishi, that's like watching a 60-minute football game. uh, just back and forth struggle and the ability of overcoming the struggle and how are you gonna climb a mountain? But they find a way.
Struggle through fighting spirits.
Yeah, the fighting spirit, it's alive and well. Uh, yeah, just such a badass pro wrestler and in that era. Some Shinya Hashimoto as well against Keiji Muto. They had some bangers and a lot of good, yes, rivalries within the friendship. And also went and caught the new Godzilla movie and
Mm,
absolutely loved it. There was some good pro wrestling action inside the movie.
that's what I've
Uh,
heard. I
Oh
believe
yeah.
you saw it as well.
I seen it
this,
as well. I just didn't want to reveal it because I knew Perch probably have saw it, so I wanted Perch to like, yeah, I want to steal
yeah,
the thunder, but I seen it as well.
love Godzilla. The Godzilla -1 was an epic movie, one of the best I've ever seen, like a true horror movie. Um, and looking at this newest Godzilla, I knew what to expect going into it, which is a classic Godzilla movie with his pals. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Um,
Godzilla and
you know,
Friends. That was a good
we know
cartoon.
what to expect. Sometimes it's a tag team match too, and those old '70s ones.
Yep.
So we definitely got some tag team match
Tag
in this
team,
one.
some handicap matches. Are big fan of handicap matches and
Yeah,
If you like a heel that knows how to work his gimmick, you will like the heel.
mm.
good monster storylines, and Godzilla's an absolute beast. That's Triple H on top of his game right there. give give Godzilla a giant water bottle and there's no difference. Yeah, and Kong was great. Awesome character, but Godzilla was the main beast.
Oh,
Big fan.
Yeah,
Love the movie. Love everything about it.
we've got our lines drawn.
no,
Perch
no, I
in
agree with
Godzilla's
him.
corner. Zach
No, I
in
agree with.
Kong's corner.
I agree with him with Godzilla being Triple H because I would say Kong's more of the Sean who he's got those facials and those expressions that that make you feel like because he does have like those facials where you like I feel the pain he has, and you can tell by what he's looking at you. You're like, all right. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Kong definitely has the emotions to tug at the heartstrings, and you can feel Godzilla doesn't have time for that. He's gonna swim, and Beast,
Yep, he is
he's got
a nuclear threat. Has no
he doesn't
time.
have
he's
time for
the
feelings.
anti-hero to the baby face.
Yeah,
He doesn't have
there
time
we
for feelings. He just wants to do his business and rest and get back to it.
go.
I love it. Great contrast. And talk about those bad guys in the movie. Great monsters. Phenomenal. I loved all of them.
Oh yeah, no, it was a great movie. Saw it with the Caribbeans and their kid and one of the ladies and Jack. We do boys' night. Was just got it in. Got to see it like super early. Only thing that was awkward when I was still at doc was go in and someone say your seat. You have to tell them that's my seat. And then you have the awkward kind of sit here. You're like, no. Then someone came and told us that we were in their seats, and they found out they were in the wrong auditorium. And it was just back to back where you're just like, all right, well, hopefully now I can relax and watch this
And
movie.
actually, yeah, enjoy this movie. Enough stressing before it.
Also, the Caribbeans are the only people to show up to the theater early, but somehow be late.
Only them. They God, I can't even remember. They must have thought they were in the wrong portage. There we go.
They're like, you know what? We're here way too
There's
early.
the running joke.
This is way too right. We got to go back to portage.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. I
Son of a
forgot
bitch,
that
we went
running
to the
joke.
wrong spot again. No, you were right. You were
Right. Yep,
right.
you're right this whole time. Trying
I'll
to
never forget when they're like, "Where are we at?" And you're like, "Bro, how do you not know where
know
we're
where
at?
we
We're in Indianapolis. Do you not?" He's like, "Oh, is that just to get in the car?" Like, you just jump in the car.
they didn't look anything up. Yep. Like only them. Only them. But that's why we love them.
Ride or die.
Yep. Unfortunately, I did not see the new Godzilla Kong movie. I was the only one who didn't. Um, but yeah, caught a little bit of SmackDown. Like I said, the trio of Naomi, Bianca, and Jade looked awesome. But the thing I did want to talk about, which was awesome, was this podcast I listened to, Triple KO. It is a mostly fighting game podcast, and this week they had on Kenny Omega. And they were talking about wrestling video games, obviously. And which ones toe the line, and that was a very fun trip down memory lane. Kenny's in like the head of the AEW video games division. So having them go back, they talked about a couple of the Japanese games that Perch has been playing. Obviously they brought up, your classic N64 era, your WrestleManias, your No Mercies, your WCW and WO Revenge. Um, Gave some love to Fire Pro, which is awesome. Uh, Classics, WrestleMania Arcade in your house, the forgotten sequel. So it was awesome. It was awesome. Just take that trip down memory lane. So that was probably the funnest thing I watched, at least this week. Not as awesome as Godzilla Kong, but I enjoyed myself. um, all right. So I did not wrestle, obviously, but Zach teased it. What did y'all do this weekend? Zach, why don't we kick it back to you?
Yeah, I got called in last minute to work at RCW versus Legacy Wisconsin Warfare 2. I was on the first Warfare. I was started off on Team RCW, but I didn't really like it. The vibe was wrong. I don't like those guys. They're all
They don't
nerds,
have that
and
golden retriever energy.
yeah, it just wasn't there. And like I saw like our Legacy, former heavyweight champion for like 10 minutes,
Mhm.
former tag champion for a minute and a half. If I win the middle, the whatever the other belt is for at least a minute, I'll be the shortest reigning Grand Slam champion ever, baby.
Hell yeah.
So
Any accolades we can.
yeah, so went over there and joined them. That was the match I had with Aaron Stone where I lost. But today, Saturday, Wisconsin Warfare 2 or whatever, I tagged with a guy named Rush 180. He ain't no Doc Simmons, but he did. He was working, and we
Mhm.
took on Akira, I believe is his name.
I
Akira.
believe, yeah.
Yep, Akira, and then Aries Creed. Couple guys, Chicago guys, freelance and second wrestling dudes. Had a tag match. So the gimmick is there's 5 matches, and like whoever has more wins the show. Legacy won night one, so they're doing best 2 out of 3 shows. So we were down 1-0. Sergio lost tag match. Had to bring in that golden retriever energy, and Rush 180 got a quick little pin, and I just made the little assist to make sure we got the one. We tied it up.
Yep, 2 points is 2 points.
Yeah. And people will call it questionable, but hey, man,
But like
I'm
Kobe
just
said,
here.
2 points is 2 points.
I get paid to do a job, and I do it well.
Yep, that's all that matters. When
And
people
then
start paying you
Sunday,
to lose, we'll talk about it.
yeah, we'll talk about it. But I'm here. They called me last minute. They said, "Hey, we need someone to represent Team Legacy," and I represented well.
Hell
It
yeah.
was funny though, because I don't think Heroes of Our Time or John Crowley got the message. Because at the end of the show, RCW tried jumping Legacy, so he came out and jumped them, and I started beating up John Crowley and them, and they're like, "I thought you were RCW." I said, "Hell no, bro,
Never.
independent contractor."
Yeah. Ugh.
But
uh,
then Sunday was just Easter breakfast with Val and Jack. Jack left with his dad, but he was coming back that night, so Val stayed home. I went out to Illinois, saw my family. I hung out at my cousin's house. We played a lot of Quiplash. We played some board games. We played some other horror game, like horror trivia game. Um, had some good food. And yeah, it was a good time. I got home like probably around I think like 1 or 2.
in the
Which
morning?
yeah. I
Ooh.
mean, road, you can get used to that sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And
guess.
then luckily Mondays are like the days you work from home, so getting up at eight's not too bad to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get to bed quick.
Yeah, knock out quick.
I feel you. Perch, how was your weekend?
Yeah, really fun weekend. Went to Indianapolis, Indiana for the Squared Circle Expo. Wrestlers, legends from all over. I call those the carpeted shows, because every once in a while there uh, is going to be a wrestling exposition or convention where there's people who set up legends and vendors selling wrestling action figures and posters and artists. It's almost like a carnival for wrestling that takes place in a hotel convention center. And there's maybe a show night one and a mega show night two. Um, Always fun to work on these shows. I haven't worked one of the mega shows, but between Game Changer Wrestling and, in this case, Black Label Pro, a lot of times we get to work that night one show, which is always fun. Get to experience the whole convention and seeing a lot of people from different walks of our journey. Some people from Wisconsin who I saw when I first started, all the way to some people who I just saw last week, and some who I haven't seen in years.
Yeah.
Um, TW3, Coda Jacobs, a couple of good guys I saw over the weekend who I haven't seen in years. So very cool. Some guys who were probably on the first rounds of independent shows that I was ever on or
Yeah.
traveled to.
Yeah. T-Dub was on the first show I traveled to.
Yeah, so cool to see those guys in the midst of our journeys and meeting up at different places. Uh, but yeah, that's what these carpeted shows can bring you, the special times. Last time I was at one, I saw a bruiser in North Carolina. That
Mm.
was incredible. It's like a time portal when a convention comes around. So this was just like any other convention. Saw people from all over, and we had a fun show. Lots of matches. Black Label Pro put on a fun show on Triller TV, Fight TV. First match I had was Mason Mansour against Effie and Dan the Dad. That was wild, to say the least. We had Beezy ringside, old Basil,
Yep, I
and
did see that.
Mouse and Tussle.
Oh,
Uh, Three really incredible photographers, videographers, as well as the AIW crew doing production. But yeah, good people all around, and fun to work with everybody. The next match I had was Alex Zane against Sky Blue. That was such a contrast in styles, and the crowd absolutely loved Sky. And by the end of it, Alex Zane ripped the crowd's hearts out.
mm.
So it was good, and yeah, it was a big uh, evil finish by
Mm.
the end of it.
Saw that
uh,
red.
yeah, very fun. Very fun match. Great show. There was a rumble at the end, maybe 30 people, 32. There was rumblings of it being 32 people, but I lost track. It was so chaotic inside there. People were hopping over the ropes and under the ropes. They were all over the place. Very fun. Great show, and a really fun time all around.
Nice, nice, nice. No, yeah, saw a few pictures from it. Looked like an awesome time. Wow, yeah, I didn't realize you hadn't seen T-Dub and Coda in that long, but yeah, yeah, I definitely do remember T-Dub being on the first show I traveled to. Been a good brother for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And why don't we continue with the mega show and talk about the topic this week? Hey, fellas, WrestleMania week, favorite time of workers. What are you excited for this week? Matches, events, anything. I'll go first. It happened Friday. I'm excited to see Naomi, Jade, and Bianca together against Damage Control. Big Damage Control fan. I'm a big fan of those three ladies. You've got I want to say Pat lately has been the hot word guy, already calling Jade Cargill Storm. He's been calling Ricochet Puma a lot over like the last month. But he's pushing those buzzwords, and you know what? They're working. I'm biting every time. So I am super excited um for that. And the other thing I'm excited for, you might be surprised, it's another WWE thing. I am very excited for Shayna Baszler at Bloodsport. Um, like this is huge. That is a contracted WWE wrestler on a independent show. What this could mean, as far as Forbidden Doors go, could be huge. So I am super excited to see that go well. I don't imagine it won't. Shauna's great in ring. Bloodsport is always a super fun event. So it seems like the writing's on the wall. I'm just super excited to see where it goes from here. So yeah, those are probably the two things I'm actually the most excited for this weekend. Um I mean, shit, another WWE thing will be uh I do want to see how this tag ladder match goes. That they just changed the gimmick of. I think that's gonna be wild. All the teams in there are super fun. Um, I think everybody's expecting the belts to split, but I think it would be hilarious if the belts still stayed the same and still stay together. But we'll
The only thing that I heard though, like, do you think they can split it, or do you think it's something? Because Michael Cole said the winner of the match doesn't. The match doesn't end until both belts are unstrapped. Do you think they're saying that because they can split?
I think so.
That'd be interesting. I didn't even
Yeah.
think of that.
So yeah, I
Now
think
I am
that's
looking forward to that
yeah.
more.
Yeah, so I think that's a very interesting gimmick. We'll see how that plays out. So yes, I'm actually have grown exponentially excited for WrestleMania in like the last 72 hours. Um, Zach, what are you excited for this week?
Well, I'm now like I was excited for the tag match, but I'm now more excited because I'm thinking about like what if like both team like two different teams fall with the belts on hooked at the same time. Like, yeah, it'd be very interesting now.
Yeah.
Hopefully they update the belts after. Um, but yeah, what am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to WrestleMania, obviously. Another WrestleMania we're gonna have to miss, but oh well. I mean, the Shayna Baszler match is huge, like you said, and then it's huge for Masa for being trusted to be like, all right, this is the contracted WWE superstar, and you are the person on my roster I trust the most to wrestle to fight.
Do you think this means that there is a working WWE TNA relationship? Because now we've had Jordan Grace and Masha's a TNA wrestler.
And Mickey James like what
Yep,
walked
and
through
Mickey,
too.
yeah, the relationship has been good.
I don't know
Been good.
because I'm looking for if that's the case when we're gonna talk fantasies. I'm looking forward to the Raw after where DIY is the tag team champions. They're celebrating, and then Motor City Machine Guns music
Yeah,
hits.
yeah, yeah. You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Shelly's been, in NXT. Saban's been a coach down there. So the relationship is there.
So yeah, that would be awesome. I think they'll probably if they didn't go back to Impact, they're gonna go AEW though.
Right?
But WWE, man, them and DIY would be the match I'd like to see.
Yep, definitely.
But
Definitely.
I'm looking forward to the tag match of Roman, Rock, Cody, and Rollins. I have my own theories of like how night one will end to go to night two and like things that could be a good surprise for night two. But again, like I don't want to like say it all out loud. We talk about if you want to talk about it.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay.
But and then yeah, looking forward to like usually having some people over. So like seeing homies, like nothing like wrestling is fun. But it's always funner when you're with your homies, like having a good time.
Yep. Perch. What are you excited for this week?
Yeah, The Rock is back. I can't wait. Roman Reigns is the champion going into WrestleMania. I can't wait. Um, yeah, he's beasting. See him and The Rock standing up tall at the end of Raw. It's like those two are a force to be reckoned with. I think Cody has got a big obstacle to get over here. And
Yes.
I'm looking forward to Roman smashing him and stacking him and pinning him and winning that title.
And making
Uh,
everybody in that place sad.
oh, that would be something. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that matchup. Same as last year, it was a good one. Uh, I really want to see how the brother versus brother match is. My goodness, how cool is that?
Yeah.
Jimmy versus Jay Uso. I remember Owen versus Brett, and that was incredible. They were able to tell a lot coming out of that. So I'm excited to see what kind of a story they tell coming out of this match and who gets the upper hand and if that will have anything to do with the story later on. Yeah, really stoked to see how that one plays out. We got Karrion Cross coming
Yep.
back
Cross
in,
and AOP.
in the AOP against Lashley and the Street Profits. Yeah, cool to see Karrion Cross. I'm excited. I hope he has a fun showing. And he just continues with his character and doing his own thing, blazing his own trail. And like to see where he's at. Uh, yeah, Io Sky against Bailey, gonna be a fun match.
Yeah.
Uh, Good styles and a contrast of styles. Don't know who's gonna come up victorious in that one, but I mean it's gonna be great. We've got Collective coming up, which will be so much fun. Tons and tons of shows, and then on the fourth, fifth, and sixth, we'll have shows every day. And then on the seventh, the Independent Wrestling Hall of Fame, which is always a good time. Uh, Briscoe brothers are getting inducted. as well as many others. But yeah, this would be a very fun event to be a part of, and a great WrestleMania weekend to be a part of as well.
Nice. Yes, yes.
Oh, and Rey Mysterio and Dominic. Holy
Yep,
smokes.
yep, yeah, yeah,
Ah!
yeah,
They stole the show last year.
yeah.
I'm excited to see that family drama come to light in
Our
a
producer is
new
judging
year.
us for the fact that we are just excited for everything. Which
Yeah, it's WrestleMania weekend.
yeah,
It
it's really
fights.
we're wrestling fans. So much so that we became wrestlers. So yep. So yes, it's a very exciting time. Like that, I am happy. I was kind of tepid, lukewarm before the last like 72 hours when they really kicked it up in a high gear. So yes, I am very excited now for everything this week has to hold.
I'm wishful that if uh, WWE Hall of Famer and legend Rey Mysterio can have a match at WrestleMania, maybe one day legendary WWE Hall of Famer Great Muta can make an appearance or be back in some capacity.
Hey, yeah, you know, he hasn't he been to the States a couple times to help them, so yes, you never know. You never know. Anything could happen. Hell yeah. All right, guys. Why don't we give a quick rundown of what we got this week? Me, I will once I talk to our producer, possibly be heading over to Zach's to watch some WrestleMania. That is about all I have on the docket. We got some stuff to do around the house to figure out, but we shall see how that goes. Perch, you'll be flying out?
Yeah, we'll be heading out to Philadelphia for the GCW Collective, all on Thriller Fight TV, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So kicking it off Thursday, April 4th. My night will start with Josh Barnett Bloodsport, which will be very fun to be able to represent that company. Incredible. People from all over going to be there. No ropes, so it's a fun environment. Right after that show, we'll have DDT Pro Wrestling, which will be awesome. Getting to work with people from Japan and a company that I hold near and dear to my heart. So that's a dream come true, being able to work with DDT again. Then after that, we'll have Game Changer Wrestling and Jersey Championship Wrestling versus the World. That'll be a great mix up and mashup of people from all over the world putting on a show at midnight and till all hours of the night.
Yep, that's part about the collective. Mania
Yeah, so
week.
that's
Yep, shows all day.
in that night one. Yeah, wild. Then we'll get a little bit of sleep and kick things off Friday for Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling right away in the morning at 11 o'clock. That'll be fun. I got to work with TJPW last year in Los Angeles. And talk about characters. My goodness, everyone is such a
Yep,
well-defined character and they tell stories.
yep, and the well-defined wild characters and well-defined wild stories.
Yeah, such entertaining professional wrestling. If you're listening to this podcast and you're a wrestling fan, which we all are, you have to check out Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. Whether you watch a match or a show,
Or
it's so good.
clips.
Clips, oh, it's great. It's like reading a book, each little match and character. It's great. Then we'll have Joey Janela's Spring Break, uh, which will be awesome. The matchups, the people, it's going to be a wild time. I can't wait to see what's all in store for the spring break, which is usually one of the more wild shows of the weekend. I saw that Gringo Loco is facing Amazing Red on there,
That'll
which
be
is
insane.
mind blowing in its own right. Uh, so yeah, I'm excited. And we'll have the next day, Saturday, started off with Effie's Big Gay Brunch. Uh, that one's always a fun show. One of the first shows that I got to work many years ago with GCW. So always sentimental and good spirit. Awesome entrances and attire. Wow, people go all out for the big gay brunch every time. I really enjoy. And after that, we'll have GCW versus TJPW. So a little Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling against the Game Changer Wrestling crew. I'm really excited to see what both rosters have in store for this show. Great stories, great matches, top level performers all around. And then we'll have the Joey Janela Spring Break, big old cluster, which will have the biggest rumble, as well as the Punjabi prison match.
Yeah, I did see that.
With like many teams. And yeah, that's going to be awesome. Big Vin is constructing the Punjabi prison, if it hasn't already been constructed by him by now. So I'm stoked to see what happens there. And then we'll have the Independent Wrestling Hall of Fame the next day on Sunday to round it all out and to get good stories from everybody. It's a great day of wrestling to hear everybody's stories of their time in the business after having just put ourselves through 3 of the most intense days of the year of 8, 10, 12 shows. Yeah, it's cool to hear everyone's perspective and to kind of have nice closure on the weekend. So I love the Hall of Fame and seeing everybody there. So really excited for the week ahead.
Hell yeah, no, it'll be fun. And Zach, what do you got this week?
Well, literally just kind of chilling, watching Mania. Nothing, no bookings. Yeah,
Okay, no, that's fun. This is our wrestling holiday. We'll enjoy it how we will.
exactly.
And with that, I think it's time we take it home. So, final thoughts or questions, Zach?
Motor City Machine Guns, TIY wins tag belts. They're coming. Putting out there now. Putting that energy out there.
You gotta put that energy out there in the world. That's the only way you can make it happen.
Exactly.
Speaking into existence. Perch.
Oh yeah, CM Punk had a good interview.
Yeah, I still want to listen to that. Yes, I have not heard it yet. Some bites.
On the Ariel Helwani show, a good hour and a half, just being real. And yeah, it was very cool, insightful how to get someone's perspective. And there's someone who, whether you like him or don't like him, which can't help but love that dude in pro wrestling for what he's done. He's got so much to give, and you can learn something just by listening to him. And I certainly learned a lot by listening to that show. And yeah, he's got a lot of wisdom.
Hell yeah. Oh man, from me, be sure to enjoy this WrestleMania week. There will be plenty of shows to watch. This is the big time for us wrestling fans to nerd out. So yeah, really enjoyed everybody. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on all social medias. Tell Promotions to book us. Because we like to ref and we like to wrestle. This has been the Take It Home podcast. Y'all be easy. 1.